How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of the greatest books ever written on communication and relationships. This book was written almost 100 years ago. Yet the principles discussed still remain true till today. And how is it? How is it that a book written almost 100 years ago can still apply to our daily lives so passionately and so truly? It's because human nature has been the same since the beginning of time. What we truly want has always stayed the same. And in this book, you get tactics, you get negotiation tips, you get conversational tips to become more entertaining, to acquire new clients and customers, to improve your conversational skills. If you master even a few of these tips and tricks, you will do exactly that. In this video, I want to go over a few concepts that were really key to me in me changing the way I communicate and changing my life essentially. Who am I? I'm Tion. I help professionals take back control of their career using effective communication. If you would like to work with me one-to-one, click the link in the description and me or my team will reach out to you. One principle I wanted to go over in this book is profound really, and it's one of the best quotes I've ever heard. The quote goes, if you want people to become more interested in you, become more interested in other people. One of the greatest quotes ever, because it is so simple. You need to ask better questions. If you want people to become interested in your stories, in your job, in you as a person, you first must need to show an interest in them. And it's the old adage, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do I start the conversation? Do they start the conversation? If you are in a position where you're watching this video, you know about this book now, you are one of the people who are destined to master communication. This book only finds people who it is meant to find, and it has found you. Meaning it is in your nature to be the initiator. Start to ask people better questions. Ask positive oriented questions. What have you been doing that's been exciting recently? What's something you love to do that nobody would know? Asking different questions will get people to open up to you much more. And you may be thinking, oh, that's great for friendships or relationships. What about business? The exact same. People do business with people that they admire, that they respect, that they like, that they see themselves in. If you are able to do those things, alongside being competent, of course, you will get business. People would rather buy from somebody who does all those four things than just somebody who is only competent. If you mastered only a few of these principles, you will be doing exactly that. Another principle: appeal to what people truly want and desire. A classic adage. What good is it to talk to people in a way in which you're only talking about your interests and desires? If you want somebody to listen to you, to create buy-in into a project or idea, you first have to find out, what do they truly want? Is it a promotion? Is it more money? Is it a higher job title? Is it recognition? Then you have to, number two, communicate what they want. Every point you make should relate back to that point. If you want somebody to improve their handwriting, don't just say improve your handwriting for the sake of it. Say, if you improve your handwriting, you will make more money. If you improve your speaking skills, you will get promoted. Everything you talk about should be tied back to what somebody truly wants and truly desires. One of the biggest principles in this book is appealing to people's interests. The third principle, being a good listener. Wow. Listening is very important. Listening. And listening isn't just hearing somebody's words. Listening is feeling. Listening is feeling. Somebody's words can say the complete opposite of what they are feeling. And you being a good listener entails you reading body language. It entails you reading tone. Two things that make up the majority of communication. A mistake people make is They hear the advice, become a better listener, of course, and they just focus so hard on listening to somebody's words, and that's it. They could even close their eyes and just listen to somebody's words. No attention to tonality, no attention to body language, but those are the two biggest parts of communication, up to 70%. So becoming a better listener involves listening to somebody's tone. So this person just said they're happy, but did they say it, I'm happy? Or did they say, I'm happy? One person said, I'm confident. Another person said, I'm confident. Exact same words, two different meanings. And becoming a better listener, it is inherently tied to improving your emotional intelligence. This is a good story I just remembered as I was flicking through. There was a teacher who was having trouble with his students. They were raucous, they wouldn't listen, etc. And this book talked of an idea. It said to make people listen to you, you have to make them feel like they are important. So what did this teacher do? He got a piece of paper, he wrote on it, you are important. He got some tape, he then stuck that piece of paper onto the door. He then noticed that every time his students came into his lesson, they were now more engaged. They were more upbeat because every time they walked to his door, they read that message, they stared up at it. You are important. And that message was staring down at them. And they internalized that. They started to feel like that. And they started to question themselves, if I am truly important, is it in my best interest to carry myself in the best way? The answer was yes. Make other people feel more important. That is the definition of charisma. Making somebody feel like they are worth 10 trillion billion dollars. Making somebody feel like they are worth an infinite amount of money. They're worth more than money. That is what charismatic people do. They make you laugh. They make you feel like you are the most important person in the world. They ask you questions. And this is what this book truly is. This book is a one-on-one on how to be extremely charismatic. This has been my review of How to Win Friends and Influence People. I highly, highly, highly recommend you to read this book if you want to become dangerously charismatic. Thank you for watching this video. To work with me one-to-one, hit the link in the description and me or my team will reach out to you.